Why do I make factoring errors in dividing rational expressions? Have you ever looked at a problem involving dividing rational expressions and felt stuck or confused? You're not alone. Many students find factoring tricky when working with rational expressions. Let's explore why these errors happen and how to avoid them so you can become more confident in your math skills. First, one common reason is misunderstanding what to factor. Rational expressions are fractions with polynomials in the numerator and denominator. To divide them correctly, you need to fully factor both parts. If you only partially factor or miss special patterns like the difference of squares or perfect square trinomials, mistakes happen. For example, not recognizing that x2 9 factors as x3, x plus 3, can lead to errors later. Another mistake comes from confusing addition or subtraction with multiplication. Factoring applies to products, not sums or differences directly. Sometimes students try to cancel terms across addition or subtraction signs, which is not allowed. For instance, in x2 4, you must factor it as x2, x plus 2, before canceling any common factors. Trying to cancel x2 and for directly would be wrong. A big reason for errors is not fully factoring before dividing. When you flip the second fraction and multiply, missing common factors can cause incorrect simplification. If you skip complete factoring, you might miss opportunities to cancel out common parts, leading to wrong answers. It is also important to identify excluded values. When factoring, some values of the variable make denominators 0, which are not allowed. Forgetting to find these values can cause you to ignore important restrictions, making your solution invalid. Handling negative signs can trip you up too. Moving a minus sign inside or outside the numerator or denominator needs care. If you forget to factor out a negative sign or change it incorrectly, the entire expression can become wrong. Always double-check how negative signs are managed during factoring. Rushing through steps is another common issue. Factoring and dividing rational expressions requiring patience. You need to fully factor, rewrite division as multiplication by the reciprocal, cancel common factors, and then multiply. Skipping steps or rushing can lead to mistakes. To avoid these errors, always factor each polynomial completely before dividing. Look for patterns like difference of squares, perfect square trinomials, or common factors. Rewrite division as multiplication by the reciprocal, then cancel out any common factors carefully. Remember to find and exclude values that make denominators 0. Handle negative signs with attention, and work through each step slowly and clearly. Understanding these points helps you see why factoring errors happen and how to prevent them. With practice, dividing rational expressions becomes easier and more accurate.